Hey guys, Shahan here with Brawl Brothers, and in this video we're going to talk about how to increase your punching power just about instantly. Not only will this help you increase punching power over time, but also help you get results fairly quickly. Let's get to work. Now I have an entire guide on punching power that I've done in the past that you guys could check out up here or the link in the description below, but won't be anything physical that you have to do necessarily with your body. It won't be about form, it won't be about doing any kind of conditioning drills or anything like that. This tip is all about your mindset. The way to hit harder really is about your mindset. A lot of guys, when they get into the ring, they're either really tentative and full of fear, so they're punching more as a defensive maneuver rather than an offensive maneuver, right? A lot of times fear can take power out of your shots. And other guys just build themselves up to throw half-ass in training, right? Just because hitting hard takes a lot of stamina. So you see them do a lot of shots like that, right? Either they're trying to look fast and sacrificing power, or they're just throwing half-ass because they want to be able to last 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, whatever their trainer tells them to do, right? So they, in turn, they don't really ever get in shape. They just learn to be worse fighters, to have less output in order to not get tired as fast, right? So in this video, the tip is a mental shift. You have to throw for power. You have to throw for pain, right? There has to be bad intentions behind your punches. This is the hurt business. This is a fighting sport. It's a combat sport, right? It's about getting your opponent out of there without getting hurt yourself, right? So what you want to do is have a mental shift and really throw for pain, right? You don't want to get to the point of being emotional in the fight ever, but you do want to have that angst, that anger, right? That makes you want to hurt the other guy. And if you need to, you can maybe think of somebody in the past that pissed you off, right? Maybe the guy that your ex-girlfriend cheated on you with. Maybe some guy that bullied you in school, right? Or maybe the last guy to kick your ass in the ring, right? Whatever it is that motivates you, find that motivation, right? Maybe some guy that's talking shit to you, whatever it is. And use that energy on the bag, right? Throw for pain, right? Every time you throw, ask yourself, boom, can I throw any harder than that, right? That was a bullshit left hook, right? But if I throw for pain, I'm punching through the bag. And you see each punch progressively get harder, which means I wasn't throwing to my full potential the first time, right? A lot of people don't live up to their full potential even when they're punching the heavy bag. They're cutting themselves short. They're afraid of what they're capable of. You want to be able to throw to your full potential every time you're on the bag. You have to change that mindset, right? You have to be an animal. You have to know that you're an animal. You have to know that there's more in you. And what was going to happen is the more you throw to your full potential, right? And you see still, each hook, even with this knowledge, each hook is getting harder and harder, right? And this is the problem, right? Most guys don't throw to their full potential. And because of that, their body and their mind doesn't develop to throw hard punches. Punching power is a habit that you build. If you ever see Mike Tyson on the bag, he's always practicing form. He's always perfecting his shots. He's not just doing cardio on there, right? If you see him in Customado, the old footage, you see him throwing the combination, boom, and then looking at Cuss, asking for instructions. And one of the most beautiful scenes is when Cuss tells him it's good, but it's not perfect, right? He wants to make sure Mike's every combination, every punch that he threw was perfect. And Mike Tyson many times himself has said that the way he develops power is on the heavy bag. It's got nothing to do with weightlifting. It's got nothing to do with that other stuff. It's by form, practicing that form on the heavy bag and feeling the difference in the snap between each punches. I personally, growing up, was more gifted towards speed. I had a lot of speed. I was a very quick fighter. Speed came naturally to me, and that's because I trained for speed. I wanted to be fast. Now I realized as I got older, I needed to have a little more sting in my shots, and that's how I did it. I focused on power. I did the isolation drill that I talk about in another video, where I just took one punch at a time and just focused on throwing harder and harder. And what's going to happen is your body's going to realize you want to throw harder. It's going to realize you want to knock out a gorilla, so it's going to start adapting you. Human beings are built to adapt, right? And not only that, your muscles and your bones are going to start getting harder because you're hitting harder, right? And that impact is creating damage. And once that damage heals, you become a more dense and more strong person. And then your mind starts creating those neural pathways so that you're on autopilot, right? Just throwing hard shots, right? This is very, very important, right? For your development as a fighter, for your development as a power puncher. So that's the tip, guys. If you want to throw harder punches, you have to throw harder punches. You have to have that mental shift and throw for pain. Throw to get the fucking guy out of there, right? This is not a game. This is a combat sport. And you gotta wanna hurt the other guy. Hope you guys enjoyed that tip. As I said, human beings are powerful. We are built to adapt. And the only way you'll develop punching power is if you focus on power, right? If you put it into your mind and into your body that that's what it needs to do, that that's the environment that it needs to adapt to, and then it will, right? Even if you're the most feather-fisted guy, you have the ability to develop power. Maybe you'll never punch like Mike Tyson, but you will have enough power to knock somebody out. Right, and that's honestly the best thing that could happen to you in the fight, because the fight is over and the risk of losing is gone. Right, once you get that knockout, the risk of losing is gone. Other than that, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, go ahead and like the video and hit all those other YouTube buttons that'll help this channel blow up. I'm Shahan with Brawl Brothers, and I'll brawl with you guys next time.